Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Baltimore Ravens. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline.
Let's go! Mike's reset. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Now a first down throw. Watson. He'll have a first down past the 40. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big play there on the first play of the game. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Watson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
First down, Houston.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Come this way. Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Here's Watson. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
1st down, Texans.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Check. Crunch. Check 13.
They'll try the left side. Lions. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Hey! 59. Get it.
To throw on 2nd down. Bates. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Bates. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Here we go. Set. And over. Hey. Hey, wahoo! Ready?
On 1st down, Bates. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Gordon. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and you play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
On first down, it's Lions. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Lions. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. On 4th down, Bates. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. All right. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Lions. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
18 Gator. Hey, check 24. Check Leo.
On 2nd down, it's Lions, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 3rd down, it's Lions. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Come on, set. Hey, hold on. I'll take you through. Slam. Check 26.
And an alley to run. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
2nd and 2. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Ready?
From the gun, Bates. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans push further out in front. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down. No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held.
Let's go. We go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Check 50. Check 50. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Rock it. Alert 3. Go.
Now a give, right side. Lions. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Ready? 10 Lobo. 59. 6 man. Hey, Haywood. Check curls.
Operating from the gun. Bates. Throw left side complete. It's Manning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They go play action here on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, Bates. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 11. And the pressure gets to him again. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Look at me. Go. He's checking. Hey, Foxtrot.
Back to throw. Bates. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. On 2nd and 10. Watson, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lions. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Throwing on first down. Bates firing quickly here, and that's complete. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
But last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be
and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Ravens. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
And now the Ravens calling the offense onto the field here as they're going to go for 2. They're going to give it to Gordon. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check,
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Let it 90 Wolf. 61 Matchbox Lights. Go.
Looking to throw. Bates, flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They run with Hines. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, high 7. Hey, check. 3 down.
2nd and 9 now. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to throw. Bates. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. Bates. This is caught. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Back to throw. Bates to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT. His 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Texans push further out in front. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
No problem there on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back to throw, Watson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going for it. It's Watson. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check. Hey, lock it.
Now again, right side. It's Lyons. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
70, Indy. Yep. Stay with your man. Mike's 40, Mike's 40. We ain't giving up nothing today. Get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bates. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Let's see what you got. 40's Mike. 40's Mike. Big grip.
Looking to throw. Bates. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Watch the run, watch the run.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
24. Good. Watch the twist, watch the twist. 31's the mic. Watch the run. They're running it.
Back to the air. Watson on 2nd down. Going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter with his man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Come on, set. 30 base. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Check. Watch the safety creep. Jim. Gone. Hit it.
On first down, Lions. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That good for 19 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Shifts by him at the 25. 20! A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Ready. 18 Gator. 59. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Leo. Sponge.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Ravens' 5-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Man, that's trash. Let's go.
Back to throw. Bates. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The Texans on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Bates. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Throwing again on second down. Watson, and he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Now it's Watson, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Another try after the first down sack. Watson over the middle, complete. That's Watson. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
You got 54. You got time right there. Check, 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 check.
Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Shoot! Watch the shoot!
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Watson now to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. On first down, Watson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Now Watson, and he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Now Watson on third and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. On 4th down, Watson, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Watch 12 the
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 99. Check 99.
And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
No. Off. Fair. Now.
Now a give, right side. It's Lions, and they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Houston, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.